Hello there. My name's Kevin Koster. I'm here for Home Theater Forum. I'm here interviewing Jim Schwalm, special effects coordinator and explosion maestro, and in this particular case, truck maestro for the movie Monster Trucks, which will be on Blu-ray, available April 11th. So I wanted to talk to Jim, who, for anybody watching this interview, Jim has had a very distinguished career, a lot of different movies. There's a lot of stuff that if you've been going to the movies for a while, you've seen. If you've watched the Transformers movies, you've seen a bunch of his work. If you went to see a lot of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and the comedy Drag Me to Hell, you saw a bunch of his work there. If you went and saw the Lethal Weapon movies, and by the way, I wanted to tell you and do it on the record, as I was driving in here today, I was behind a truck that had a surfboard on the top. And I had horrible wind right through the front of the cab.
I was right there.
You know, so, and not only that, the front of Lethal Weapon 3, if you ever see that, where they very rudely dealt with a building that they took down, that something tells me...
In Florida, we were right there.
So let me ask you about this particular project here and this particular truck. What can you tell us about this experience here?
Well, this truck here is one of a kind. It's built from scratch to act for the director and JD, our son, who was a supervisor on special effects, built this. And we had a challenge of making a full-scale truck have to act, do gestures, motions, move forward, move backward, lift a leg. Many different challenges that we had to overcome in the building of it.
And this is because theoretically, inside this truck is a gigantic oil-eating octopus.
Squid.
Squid.
I think it's squid. Squid.
A creature of sorts, but it's basically the truck and the creature are together. The creature is moving the truck around. So when you watch it, even if you don't see the creature, you need to believe that there is a creature in there that's doing all this.
Yes.
So your challenge is?
Well, to make it look real, to make it look like that's just what it is.
And how do you go about doing that? What sort of things did you do with it?
Well, you start at the beginning with the story and try and get a feel for the story and try and make the truck believable in acting, in moving, making gestures.
So in other words, when it's going to raise up one way or another, that it has a way of doing it, that it's not a mechanical thing.
No, it's all manually operated, remote control. Two remote controls, one for driving, steering left and right, front and rear steering as well, and the others for the up and down, left and right, tilting, lifting a leg.
So in a way, it's almost puppeteering with the truck.
It is exactly like a puppeteering a truck.
That's what it feels like. Now, you were mentioning to me before, in addition to this truck, and we're going to get into this in another segment you're going to see, there's a special stunt that happens near the climax of the film, not spoiling it, you should be watching the movie, obviously, with a giant truck flip. Now, watching that truck flip, I honestly thought I was looking at, there's no way this was done for real. Somebody did this with a computer, they did a start of this, and then the computers took over. You told me something a little different.
No, it was all full scale right there on the spot. We had 2 car flippers underneath a gutted truck. No engine, no trannies to make it light. 2 car flippers to flip it up. It did a 360 over the stunt cars as they're driving, the stunt trucks as they're driving, flipped over 2 of the cars and landed on its wheels, and that was cut. All on, we had to do that one twice though.
What happened on take 1?
Take 1, it landed on its almost made it 360, but hit on its backward, on its right side wheels and flipped. The director needed it to come all the way and land on its feet, and they cut right as it lands on its feet. Second time we hit it right on.
And the reset time between take 1 and take 2?
Well, that took a while. We had to fix the car up a little.
Just a little bit.
Get some new parts.
Just a little bit. Anything else anything of this particular one, this is sort of your hero one for acting and for performing close-ups.
Yes.
So when they were on a stage, when they were working in Canada on stage, and you have Lucas Till behind the wheel, this is the one you'd be using.
Yes, in most cases this one. It can. We stand behind camera, operate. Sean and another operator would drive it forward, come to its mark, and then do its acting. Do its acting. That's what we turned that into, was an actor.
Well, that's amazing to think of. We're going to take a second to go take a look at that, and I thank
you very much. Show you the hydraulics. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay.